Digging into drum and bass DJ and producer Mollie Collins' Instagram, one thing I noticed is she shows you how to really promote your DJ gigs. She is using Instagram to push her upcoming shows, but also making it possible to get more DJ gigs too. So let's dive in and see what she's doing. Hey, I'm Grahame Farmer from Online Dance Music Authority Data Transmission, and every Tuesday I look at the blueprint to artists' social medias, whether it's SoundCloud, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or even Facebook. We break down their social media strategy in 5 steps so that you can replicate it at home and improve your own social media. One thing you need to do is make sure you stay to the end to watch all 5 steps so you can really leverage her strategy. So step 1. Pinned posts. Whenever I do reviews and audits of DJs on Instagram, the first thing you really notice, and the big thing you really notice, is that they're really salesy. You land on their page and it'll be flyer, radio show, podcast, but it'll all just be artwork. And it's just really salesy and a little bit boring. It's essentially just a broadcast channel to say, look at me. And then you look at the reach of those posts and it's really, really tiny. And the artist and DJ will be sitting there going, I'm not getting much reach. And what you have to remember when it comes to Instagram is they're like mini web pages now. This is your landing page. This is your home. This is where a promoter will look and go, what have they got going on? This is where a record label will go, are they active? What are they doing? And is it worth working with them? And have they got an active audience that they can maybe bring to the party if it's a promoter? Is it going to sell tickets? And that's what a promoter's going to look at. Yes, it'll be about sound, but after that, it's about selling bums on seats. These promoters are investing heavily in these events. So to get booked, you have to have an active audience. And there are some really, really good parts of Instagram for promoting what you're doing and what shows you've got coming up. And the first one is pinned posts. And Mollie absolutely nails this one. If you want to watch Mollie Collins DJ, you can literally find it out in the pinned post where she's playing for a long period in advance. She's got her tour dates lined up on an eye-catching press picture and it just sings. She couldn't make it any easier for you to find where she's playing. Smashed it. For those who don't know, you can have up to 3 pinned posts at the top of your feed and you should really use them wisely. Sometimes if you're new, maybe it's about telling the story about you. Maybe there's one video and you just tell the story and that's where you tell people to start so they understand what you're about. Maybe it's like what Mollie's doing here and it's about events and it's about gigs and it's about where to find her playing. Maybe it's a really cool video of you playing and it going off and that's a really big selling point for you and that's going to help bring more gigs. But really use those pinned 3 posts wisely. Step number 2, DJing. If you want to get more gigs, then when a promoter lands on your page, it's about seeing you're a DJ. Gigs definitely breed other gigs. So it's important when you get those first gigs to really, really maximize the social media content. It needs to be phones and cameras on you at all times, getting as much content from as many of your friends as humanly possible so you can review it all afterwards and maximize the opportunity of that first gig. Get a friend to come with you and be your official camera person. Mollie's great at getting content. She's been doing it a long time and she absolutely nails it. She'll also hold her phone up to the crowd and film herself with the crowd behind her, singing along to her tracks and getting involved with the tracks. And it's always great content because you see the crowd going off and you see her involved and her excited about it. And also her face is in it, which is great for Instagram algorithms. People like seeing other people at the end of the day. There's also tons and tons of DJ content of her playing at different places. And it's always different music, so you really get a sense of what she's playing and what she's about. And then as a fan, you can get into that and go, oh, I like that music too. I should go and check her out. Especially if someone shared it to you, if you see, go and check her out. You like the music, then you become a fan. It's that deeper connection, whether it's from a DM or it's a share or it's a story share. If it's a DJ video of you playing, that's going to help you. If you want to get booked and there's 0 content of you DJing, then it's about trying to create it yourself at home. If you have no gigs, then it's about making a ton of micro content with you DJing. So maybe it's going to a pirate studio. And for those that don't know, pirate studio, these places you can book out and allow yourself to DJ in them, maybe for an hour or 2 hours, and you can just get tons of content. Or maybe it's setting up a space at home just with the decks and just record yourself playing as much as possible. Mollie's got some great content like this of her DJing. The best place to put that is Instagram Reels for new fans. Step number 3, if you're going to post the flyer and artwork for your next show, then there's a certain way of doing it. And you need to post a photo of yourself. And this is about getting really good press shots or just using your home camera and getting some nice photos of you on your iPhone that you can use first. Get a selection and it really, really helps the algorithm. Again, like I said, people like seeing people's faces. So you can look excited about this gig. Look at this content here that Mollie's doing. She looks excited about the upcoming tour that she's going to go on. The only other parameter with that is if it's a really big gig and you're playing with some really big names, then posting just the flyer, that sometimes will work because people will be happy for you that you're playing on such a big lineup. Then it's about using the caption to tell the story. And as I said, the reason you post the photo first then the flyer, so people can swipe over to the flyer, is because people like seeing other people's faces, and the algorithm will react to it and push it to other people, and then people will swipe over to see the gig like Mollie does here. Can we have a massive warning here? Do not put the flyer first and then the photo. It just doesn't work that well. When you've got the photo and the flyer, then it's about adding a really good caption that adds depth. Why are you excited? Why are you excited to play it? It's a big gig for you. All your friends should come and see you play. And then get people involved in that party and get people buzzed up as much as you are about that party. 3 down, 2 to go. And before we jump into those 2, I want to just take a moment to tell you about my new course, Instagram Domination for DJs and producers. This course is solely focused on Instagram growth, understanding the platform and how to leverage it as a DJ or music producer. It will take your Instagram level to the next level. It's packed with how to use the platform, tasks to do to really level up your content, and loads of content ideas for DJs and producers. If you think that's for you, then all you need to do is click on the link that's pinned in the comments and you can grab a copy right now. It's on sale right now. Right, let's carry on. Step number 4, recycling content. Once you've been playing some gigs and you've got a lot of content, then it's about recycling it later down the line. And as you can see here, Mollie uses some content from the previous year to talk about festivals she's got coming up for this summer, before the summer happened. She can reuse that content to shout about the upcoming festivals that she's playing at. And again, she uses the caption space to talk about the events. So you see the video that's entertaining, which is what's going to drive the algorithm and drive people's awareness in it. And then you read the caption to find where she's playing. She's using reels, carousels, and single image posts really well across all her content and really using them to the maximum ability. She also is having a good daily mix of different content and different parts of the platform. And then step 5, recap the show. Tell the story of the show, how it went down. People might have missed it in your audience. By recapping the show and saying what went down or showing videos of the show, this can re-engage people. They might have missed that show and they should be checking you out next time. It's always about the before, the between, and after content when it comes to shows, and getting as much as you can out of these shows when it comes to social media platforms. Think about what gigs you've got coming up and plan this. What do you need to get from each gig? Before you even get to the gig, think about what you need before, during, and after. This is what the best artists are doing, and this is really maximizing the opportunities for you. Mollie does a really great reel here where she starts with the empty dance floor, which a load of you might do, and then by the end she's playing to a full packed out house. This is something you could definitely replicate for a lot of you that are starting playing warm-up gigs where you start with something and you end with the crowd. Again, also you could do the 24 hours at a gig or on the way to the gig. Before the gig, during the gig, after the gig, what happened at the gig, and it just tell the story and it show you in a different light, and it will hit a different part of the algorithm because different people will watch it, and then that becomes new fans. If you are still playing to an empty crowd, then literally get the video footage on you and just get you on the stage playing music. That's going to work for the algorithm. It's got your face in it, it's got your DJing in it, it's got the music you're playing in it, and that is a great start for you from a content point of view. What struggles do you have when it comes to making content as a DJ and producer? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Get involved with the conversation. I'd love to know where you are struggling as DJs and producers making content and getting more gigs. Sticking on a drum and bass vibe, did you check out my video with Coven to see what they are doing on their Instagram when it comes to musicians? They are absolutely nailing it. You should definitely check out this video next. I'm going to watch that one next. Before you jump over there, consider giving this one a like. It really helps the algorithm. And subscribe to the channel. We are now doing 2 videos a week and 2 live streams every Monday and Wednesday listening to demos on this channel. I'll see you over there and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio. Bye bye.